Madayaw greetings from Surigao del Sur. I felt lucky today to be chosen as one of the sharers of the readings that inspired me to become a leader and to become a person of enthusiasm and commitment. I read many books already since my childhood days, but this one seems to be one of my favorites since I honed myself more when I got to pick this book for myself way back 2017. And the author instantly became one of my favorites, and I am officially a follower now of his books. From readings and experiences, it became a personal tagline that life is about making choices, and life does not just happen. We are free to choose what we want to do, but we cannot choose the consequences of our actions. Each situation is an opportunity to do things differently to produce positive results. The book of Stephen Covey, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, has become one of my favorites and one of my frameworks for my personal development, and that's what makes it very inspiring. The concept from this book helped me develop, change, and become better in life. The 7 habits are easy to understand, and these habits made me develop my essential life skills and characteristics as I mold my leadership potentials. I considered myself fortunate to be provided with the opportunity to gain knowledge of Covey's guiding tenets for personal growth. Here is my summary of these 7 habits. Habit number 1, I learned to be more proactive. Being proactive is about taking responsibility for our life. Instead of blaming circumstances over which we have little or no control, to be proactive is to focus on things we can do something about. I learned that we don't need to compromise on things, but we need to see what good things can be done despite unnecessary turn of events. Habit number 2, begin with the end in mind. Beginning with the end in mind is to envision something that we want to achieve. It is about thinking what we want to happen in the long run and how would this thinking affect the end goal that we want to see in the future. This habit keeps me reminded that when we decide with our goals, we must see to it that we know where it ends. Habit number 3, put first things first. This is about focusing on those things that are most valuable to us. Most people lost their trails because they lack focus. Of the many things that happen in the world, we need to be keen in knowing our focus. All we need to do is concentrate on our priorities and the things that we value in our life. When we know our priorities and what we value, we can smoothly arrive at our destination. Habit number 4, think win-win. Thinking win-win pursues mutual benefit in all human relations. This promotes solutions that will be advantageous to everyone involved. Through this way of thinking, we are giving opportunities more for ourselves and for other people to work together because it gives mutual benefits to everyone. The win-win way of thinking provides solutions and fairness to people we are working with. Habit number 5, seek first to understand, then to be understood. This gives me more consideration and understanding the other person's sentiments over myself. It is listening with empathy and putting oneself in the perspective of other person. And when we put ourselves in the shoes of other persons, we understand them better. That is why it is good that before we decide, we need to recognize first the situation of people so that we can arrive to better decisions. Habit number 6, Synergize. Synergizing is to sensorily interact with other people. It is putting their knowledge together to produce better results than they individually can. When we allow ideas of others people to work together, results can be better. To work in teams is far better than working individually because in togetherness, we can achieve more. Habit number 7, sharpen the saw. Sharpening the saw is the foundation of personal effectiveness. It is very necessary to keep balance of the 4 areas of our life: the physical, the social-emotional, the mental, and the spiritual. To make us more effective in our life's undertakings, we need to take care of our physical being, we need to enhance our social and emotional intelligence, we need to improve our mental capacity, and we need to nurture our spiritual being. It is quite challenging to live in these demanding times. We need to be suitably prepared for the 21st century, and we need to be resilient to endure life's challenges. Though some things are beyond our control, but there are similarly other things that we can change because we have the power to change. Most of the time, we tend to try to do everything that comes our way. We race with the clock to accomplish everything on our tables, and even to the extent of sacrificing health and family. Sometimes, we fail to realize that we do not need to unnecessarily overstretch ourselves. Prioritizing things is also managing our time. The greatest learning I have with Covey's book is that as I go through life's process, I gain experiences that develop my capacities and capabilities. Through mutual trust to and from people around me who are open to each other, we tend to influence each other. I understand better those individual differences can create something greater than each of our own potential. From this reading, I firmly believe now that ourselves are our greatest asset. It is always vital that we undertake self-renewal and maintain our well-being. When we keep ourselves firm, fresh, and renewed, we improve our ability to handle the challenges around us. Life's growth and development is a personal responsibility. And as leaders in our communities, we are bound to create good ripples. Madayaw na adlaw sa ato tanan.